Hey guys, welcome back. So now here in this session we'll see foreign currency settings. So what I was asking like in previous session I have covered the configuration part, right? But in that like translation ratio was there. Did I cover translation ratio guys in the previous session?
No, sir. In this session, you need to start with the translation ratio.
Okay, okay. So we'll see. So guys, now generally what is happening if you talk about the configurations, we are having two configurations: define translation ratio for currency translations, then enter exchange rate, right? So exchange rate is pretty clear, guys. Exchange rate, if you see the exchange rate, what is the use of exchange rate, guys? So that is pretty clear because in exchange rate table we are going to maintain the rate. 1 USD equals to, so this is the rate. Somewhere we have to specify the rates, right? Okay, again the problem voice related issues, guys. Naveen is saying that no voice. Now what to do, guys? What about other people? Everybody are having same? Okay, for Venus it is clear. Okay, guys, if it is clear for one guy also, then it is then problem is not there from my side. Now you just exit and join once again. Okay, now so 1 USD equals to 60 INR, right? So this rate we must have to specify somewhere, isn't it? So that is going to be specify where exchange rate table. Okay, here we are going to specify. Now generally this exchange rate table, I think now it is gone. I'll have to log in once again. So exchange rate table, what is happening, guys? Whatever this exchange rate is there, that is going to be maintained by people on regular basis. Okay, on daily basis, it is going to be maintained. Okay, let me log in first. But there is one more thing. If you go to 208, I think, right? Okay, so if you make any changes here, if we are going to make any changes, let's suppose I'm going to change this rate to 90. If I save it, then look at here, our transport request is getting generated, right? So guys, in real time, wherever the transport request is getting generated, guys, those activities will be done by consultant, right? Now, there is one more very simple thing I'll tell you. How you will come to know which one is your activity and which one is the end user activity. In the sense, end user means the users of Tata Motors, right? So, whichever configurations and settings we are doing where the transport request is getting generated, then that is our activity. Whichever the activity is like, in whichever activity transport request is not getting generated, that is the end user activity. Now someone just tell me, guys, in which activity transport requests are not getting generated? Tell me.
Posting period.
Posting period.
Document
Sorry,
posting.
posting.
Wait. Document posting, somebody said. Posting period, who said?
This is fast, sir. I said document posting. During the posting of transactions, that is documents,
Sir,
transport request will not be generated.
Okay. Yeah, Venus, you want to say something?
according to me, sir, document type and posting key, sir.
No. Document type and posting key. Transport request is not getting generated.
Standard settings we can't generate transport request.
Wait. Here you have specified your name here. Hello. I don't know, like, you specify your name first. You repeat again what you said. So everybody is now muted. Say something one by one, one by one. Anybody want to say something? Earlier, like so Fahad had said like document posting, no transport request is getting generated. Then what? I'm asking, the question is, in which activity transport request is not getting generated? That is the question. At least here also you guys can type the answer. So if I made any changes, let's suppose I'm
While posting document, there is
that is already replied.
no.
That is already replied. Transaction posting already replied by Fahad. Anything else apart from this?
While tolerance group.
Wrong answer, dear. Tolerance group. There also transport request is getting generated. They were the tolerance group, right? If I make any changes here, let's suppose I make it 2. If I save it, look at your transport requests. Any other answer, guys? Lakshman, want to say anything else?
So, GL creating while creating FS00.
Yeah, smart answer. So yes, guys, at least we have to see transaction data and master data. Right now I have just created GL only. Later on customer, vendor, assets, material, lots of master data are going to be created, right? So their transport request is not getting generated, right? Now document type, hosting key, whichever these things are there, their transport request is getting generated. So this is the configurations, right? And it will be done by you people. Okay, so now master data and transaction data. Transaction data is, don't look at the spelling, guys. So now, so transaction data and master data. Okay, in these two, transport request is not getting generated. So this will be performed by end user. But if you talk about posting period, guys, OB52, even though here transport request is getting generated, but even that also can be maintained by end user. Okay, so what to do? For that, basis consultant will do certain configurations. Basis consultant will do certain configurations, and based on that, what is happening, guys? Transport request will not be generated here. Likewise, I said OB08, right? So here I made changes. And if I save it, this is a transport request is getting generated, right? So this is also part of configurations. But again, basis consultant is going to do certain settings here, and even in OB08 transaction code also, transport request will not be generated. Okay, so these are the things where by default there is no transport request, but these are the two settings, which is where transport request should be generated, but will request basis people to do certain setting in such a way so that the transport request is, because these are called a regular activity, guys. Posting period, open and close posting period, guys. Always it is required. Why? Because in an organization, multiple people are there. So of course, everybody are approaching for their mistakes or something. So it will be like a regular basis. The posting periods will be like open and close. In the sense, at least might be 10 times in a month, 5 times in a month, right? So, and this exchange rate table means daily basis it is going to be maintained. So these all are can be end user. This posting period, maintenance of posting period, sometimes it is going to be maintained by users, sometimes this is given to the consultants also. So it depends, totally depends on the client. Okay, now I'll come back. We are going to maintain translation ratio 1:1, right? So what is the logic behind this 1:1, guys? I'll tell you. Generally what happened, say for example, due to inflation, there are certain country, guys, there are certain country where like their currency prices are quite low, we can say, due to inflations and all, right? Their currency price is like okay, so due to inflations their currency prices will be like say for example 1 USD equals to 10,000 local currency in the sense, like say for example we can say, if we talk about like multiple like African nations are there, right? Where like their currency value is quite low because the government is failed, almost like there are certain failed nations, right? Failed nations in the sense, like take example of Venezuela, right? So there what is happening, guys, their currency prices are quite low compared to the US dollar, right? So say for example, or else like there is a country called Iran. So lots of like ban is already imposed by USA, right? So their currency prices are also quite low. So their currency prices are also quite low. I think if you check on Google, might be one USD equals to some 12,000, 13,000 something will be there, Iranian currency. Okay, so now what is happening? That is like due to multiple factors are there. So in that case, if I have to, like, let's suppose 1 USD equals to 10,000 IRR. Iranian currency is IRR, I think. So if you have to specify here, say for example, you just go to do one thing. Here click on new entry. Foreign currency exchange rate type, let's suppose M. USD to IRR. Okay. Then no, not USD to IRR. Instead of USD, let's suppose here I'll just do one thing. You just keep like our, since I have defined our company code currency is INR. So just let's assume one INR equals to 10,000 Iranian currency. It's not 10,000 less only, but just assume if that is the case. One Indian currency equals to 10,000 IRR, right? So in that case, what to do? Okay, or else, so here generally what is happening here in the first example, foreign currency is first, and then here our local currency. I will specify in this way on. Now 10,000 IRR equals to 1 Indian currency. So in that case, let's suppose I am going to specify here IRR versus INR. Okay, validity, let's suppose a date I am going to give here. Today's date itself I'll give. Translation ratio 1:1 and save it. An entry already exists with the same key. Somebody has already done this. Okay, this topic already I have covered in one more batch, guys. So I think somebody from their side already. But anyway, I'll just show you. If it is maintained, then change it type IRR. So it's a client level setting. Look at here, it is maintained already, right? Now you just go to /NOB. Okay, now here there is one more. Acha, vice versa is also there. Anyway, no issues. So 1:1 is there, right? You if you want to remove, you can remove or else leave it, no issues. You just go to OB08 and here let me check if somebody has maintained the rate. Exchange rate type M, currency, then INR, and then 16/08/2021. Let me check. It is not there. Click on new entry, guys, and here we are going to validity from now. INR, INR. Okay. So what I said like earlier 1 USD equals to 60 Indian currency. 1 USD equals to, right? So here we specified 60, right? But right now what is happening, guys? 10,000. So here we are going to specify 10,000 INR equals to 1 INR. We press enter. So look at here, system is not accepting here. System is not accepting. Too long entry. So if you remove 10 and press enter, then it is being accepted. Why? Because look at here. Okay, this comma is nothing but decimal, guys. Okay, since generally what is happening, the format might be changed. That is why instead of decimal, comma is appearing. If wrong format, this is not wrong format. Okay, but if you want to change the format, you can go to SU3, not SU03, guys. SU3 transaction code. I don't know, like these people have given the authorizations or not. I will just do one thing. Just wait for a second. Let me. The screen is hanging, guys. Just wait for a second. Still, it is hanging on. Close the program. Then what is happening? Oh my God, it's gone. I'll have to log in once again. Let me log in once again. So here, go to OB08, new entry. So 10,000 is not being accepted, right? Here INR. So if I remove 10, then it is being accepted. Why? And here I said like this comma is appearing, right? This comma is nothing but why? Because I'll tell you. You can change the format. You can use transaction code SU3 press enter, and here parameter. You can check whether the authorization is there or not. Not parameter, default. Here. Okay. And no need to, I'll tell you guys, no need to change anything here. You don't know anything. Simply you need to click on default. Okay, everything is fine. The only thing is you need to just decimal. Look at your decimal notations. So here dot, and here comma is there, right? You can just do one thing. You can select this comma, dot. Okay, and then you can save it. And once you log out and log in, then it is going to be, this format is going to be applicable /NEX. You can exit directly from all screen. Let me check. So here they have specified all the password reset to 133. Why? Because somebody was trying to copy the client, guys. It's like in the wrong way. Okay, so now we 08 10,000 1,000 itself, let's suppose, because as I said, like 10,000 is not being accepted, right? Here remove this rate, press enter. Now look at here. So after dot, 5 decimal digits are there. If you guys check any websites where the foreign currency rates are going to be specified, right? So you can say the rates will be there in 5 decimal digits. Okay, after whatever the total overall amount is there, after that even 5 decimal digits also will be there. So generally what is happening, if you give 10,000 here, that the system is not accepting. If you give 10,000, then where is the space for 5 decimal digits? It's not possible. So you have to give only 4 digits length of this one, and after that, there should be a place for 5 decimal digits. So 10,000 is not being accepted. But what is our requirement, guys? This 1 INR equals to 10,000 IRR, right? So in this case, if I save it and I'll open one more screen. This is a very simple mathematical calculations only. This has nothing to do with your accounting skill. So there should not be any excuses, right? That I'm not able to understand because I'm poor in another account. This is not right. Go to FD 50. Again, the screen is hanging, guys, little bit. So anyway, I'll just keep here IRR and here current account and bank account. The screen is hanging, guys. Okay, anyway. So now here IRR. How much IRR? So if I give like 10,000, then what is happening, guys? Local currency amount must be 1 rupees, right? But if you press enter, it is going to show 10 rupees. Why? Because you have specified the rate is only 1,000, right? So instead of that, so here we are going to specify the maximum 4 digits only you can specify. So I have specified 1,000, and then I'll just do one thing, guys. Then here go to OBDS, and here you need to change. Click on position, exchange rate type M, INR to INR, a date, And here I'm going to specify 10 is to 10 and save it. Sorry, not 10 is to 10, guys. It is like 10 is to 1. 10 is to 1. You specify 10 is to 1 and save it. Now, guys, what is happening? So once again, every 50. And debit credit. Once again, I'll give 10,000. Earlier 10,000 means local currency 10 rupees was there. Right now you press enter. Oh my god, what is this, guys? Okay, I forgotten to change the currency, right? That's what even I was just surprised. IRR now here 1000. Anything, guys, debit, credit, anything can be given here. 10,000 once again, and then press enter. And look at here. Oh my god, still it is 10. Why? Why it is 10, guys? So I think we have to specify the vice versa also. 10 is to 1, IRR versus INR, right? And INR versus IRR. Here also if I specify 1 is to 10. Okay, and even if I give here 1 is to 1 itself, or else, just give one thing, guys. I'll make it like here. And if I delete this one, let me save it. And let me check now what is happening. And if I press enter, maintain a translation ratio INR IRR exchange rate type. It means it is saying to maintain like INR versus IRR. In that case, I'll say here 1 is to 10. Press enter and I'll save it. And then I'll delete this one. I just want to see like whether can we maintain with only one. I'll explain, guys, logic after. If I press enter, yes, now it is working fine. So here it means INR. Okay, INR versus IRR, right? Okay, so here now guys, 1 into 10 equals to what? 1 is to 10 equals to generally. So here INR equals to 1, right? INR equals to 10. It means here generally what is happening. Okay. So in exchange rate, what is happening, guys? Instead of 10,000, we have to specify only 1,000. But translation ratio, we have specified 10 is to 1. 10 for Iranian currency and 1 for Indian currency. Now 1000 multiplied 10 equals to how much, guys? 10,000. So generally what happens, how the calculation is going to happen? How the calculation is going to happen? Just keep this one here. Just keep this one here. How the calculations are going to happen? Let's suppose 1 USD equals to 60 INR. So we have specified translation ratio also. 1 is to 1. So 1 multiply 1 equals to 1. So 1 USD equals to 60 multiply 1 equals to 60 INR. In this way, the calculation is happening. Even there is a rule of translation ratio also, right? But generally what is happening, since people are going to specify 1 is to 1. So most of the people, they don't know what is the use of translation ratio, right? But now you got to know what is the use of translation ratio. Every calculation, in every calculation, there is use of translation ratio. Here you are able to understand. Look at here, 1000 INR equals to 1 INR I have specified. Why? Because I said 10,000, but 10,000 is not acceptable, guys, because 5-digit length is there. Then we should have 5 decimal places also. So that is why 1000 we have specified. But translation ratio, instead of 1 is to 1, I have given 10 is to 1. 10 for INR, and 1 for INR. So 1000 multiplied 10, and then 1 multiply 1. So this is how 10,000 INR equals to 1 INR. This is how the calculations are going to happen. Now tell me, guys, a definition of translation ratio. You tell me what is the definition of translation ratio as per your understanding, how you guys are going to define one by one.
Hi, sir. Venus this side.
Yeah, Venus.
Sir, translation ratio is the relationship between the currencies, between two currencies. And we can say for 1 is to 1, we can say, sir, like our,
Yeah, tell me.
for example, if 1 USD equals to 60 INR, and if we are applying 1 is to 1, in that case, our SAP, when we are doing transactions, so our system will take that unit by multiplying 1 to 1 USD, the amount.
Okay.
Conversion like this, and translation ratio can only accept multiplication of 10, like 10, 100, 1000 in this way. And if we are in another example, if we are taking 1 is to 10 or 1 is to 100, in that case our translation ratio will help us, like when we are converting, so it will multiply 60 into whatever the unit which we have given. Like if we have given 100, so 60 will be multiplied to 100 and it will become 6000.
Okay. Anybody else
Thank
want
you.
to say anything, guys?
Understood why we have given above 1000 is to 1 and down 10 is to 1 ratio.
Okay. Question is from Mahesh, right?
Yes. I
Any
didn't
answer?
understand. We have given the IRR as 1000 and rupees as 1, and down to that we given the ratio as 10 is to 1 ratio. I didn't understand that logic.
So, can anyone make him understand, guys? I will explain. Don't worry, Mahesh. Let other people
Okay.
answer. Somebody just try to explain, guys. Anybody?
Sir, it's a SAP standard procedure. If you give 10 IRR means it will understand like 1 INR like.
No, Mahesh, actually, see what happened. I said, let's suppose 10,000 Iranian currency equals to 1 INR. That is the actual rate in the market. Okay. See, I have to, Hardik is also saying I have to explain once more. Okay, guys. So, actual requirement is 10,000 Iranian currency equals to 1 INR. Okay, guys, there are multiple currency which is having, like if you talk about Indian currency, right? Indian currency or Bangladeshi taka or Pakistani currency, Sri Lankan currency, Nepalese currencies, right? So if you compare with USD, if you compare with Great Britain pound, in the sense GBP or Euro or Middle East currencies are there, right? Dinar, dirham, Australian currencies. Then these currencies are having lower value, right? So here, if I say 1 USD equal to 60 INR, it's pretty simple for us to understand, right? Now, but even there are certain countries, their currency value is lower than our currency. If you talk about Iran, their currency value, and even multiple countries are there in Africa, right? So, or it's like, as I've given like example of Venezuela, right? So such kind of countries, their currency's value is quite, so their currency value is lower than our currency. So I said 10,000 Iranian currency equals to 1 Indian currency. Okay, it means if you have received one invoice, what's up? Generally not in, but what to say, 10,000. If a particular invoice is there, on that, if 10,000 IRR is there, it means that is equals to 1 INR, right? So it means like it will be like invoice value will be in billion, but here it is going to be in lakhs in local currency, right? So this rate we have to specify into SAP. If you are going to specify, I think this is already logged out. So if you specify this rate here in exchange rate table, exchange rate table is not going to accept this value. Why? Because if you talk about foreign currency, guys, foreign currency rates are always going to be specified. So specify the value in round figure, right? But generally the rates of foreign currency will be like, let's suppose if I say round figure, right? But generally what happens towards getting, guys, 10,000 dot, okay, so like this it will be there. After decimal, till 5 digits are going to be counted. If you guys are having, anybody can see the foreign currency, foreign exchange rates and all, after decimal 5 till 5 digit it is going to be counted. So generally 10,000, and after decimal there should be a space for 5 decimal digits. So here if you are going to specify here OB 08, and right, I had little bit problem with my throat, guys, but still I thought, okay, let me give the session because, okay, so here if I have to specify 10,000, after that what is happening, guys? 10,000, then there should be space for 5 decimal places also. If you press enter, system is not accepting. If you reduce 1 0, then 4 digits only is going to be accepted by system. 1,000, and after look at your decimal, 5 digits space is there, where you can specify after decimal if 5 digits are there, that can be specified. So till 4 digit length only, till 1,000, right, can be specified here. Okay, 1,000, 4,000, 5,000, it means till 4 digit length. But here 10,000 is having 5 digit length here, right? 10,000 means 5 digits. So how it is going to be specified here? So for that, even we are having translation ratio also. If any currency which is having like very lower price, lower value. So now, then what is happening? Instead of specifying like this, 1000 we have specified here. 1000 we have specified here. And then we have also specified translation ratio, 10:1. So now how system is going to calculate? So 1000 minus 10. So it is going to be 10,000. And 1 multiply 1. 1000 multiply 10. So it is 10,000. 1 multiply 1 equals to 1. So 10,000 INR equals to 1 INR. This is how the calculation is happening. That is what the logic behind translation ratio. Okay. If somebody asks what is the use of translation ratio, first of all you have to say generally in most of the cases translation ratios are going to specify 1:1 itself. Why? Because 1 USD equals to 60 INR. Very small differences are there, right? Now, if any country currency is quite low compared to the local currency, right? In that case, what is happening? In SAP, in an exchange rate table, if we are going to specify, right, then we must be having like a 5 decimal digits also length supposed to be like, if we are going to specify. So you can put an example. Say for example that there is a country where like their country, there is a particular country where the currency value is like 10,000, that country currency equals to 1 local currency. So in that case, that 10,000 you must have to specify, right, into exchange rate table. But if you are going to specify 10,000 in exchange rate table, system will not accept. Why? Because after 10,000 there should be a space for 5 decimal digits also, right? So we are going to, you have to specify only 4 digit length for the main number, right? So 4 digit means 1000 we are going to specify over there. But SAP has given translation ratio also. So in translation ratio we are going to specify 10:1. 10 foreign currency is to 1 local currency. So now here 1000 multiplied 10 equals to 10,000 equals to 10,000 equals to 1 multiplied 1. And 1 multiplied 1 equals to 1 local currency. So this is how it is going to happen. Okay. If any currency, let's suppose instead of 10,000, if it is 1 lakh Iranian currency equals to 1 Indian currency, then what is happening? Hardik, you tell me then what I have to specify here. No other people. No other people. Hardik, if 1 lakh Iranian currency equals to 1 INR, then here ratio should be what? Or Mahesh? Here I have specified only 1000 we can specify, right? Yeah, 100, yes. So now it is going to be 100. So 1000 multiplied 100 equals to 1 lakh. This is what they use, right? So, guys, that's all in this session. Okay.